Hey guys, I'm James, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to talk to you about descaling one of these. This is an Illy Y3.2 Iperespresso coffee machine. I've had this 2 years, it's been away in a cupboard for 6 months and I've got it out and something's happened. Let me show you. You will, if you've been getting two flashing lights, that's it warming up. And then what happens is we get the lights, once it's reached temperature, the lights start alternating. You may have seen this yourselves. Now this is the visual indicator that tells us that the machine is saying it needs to be descaled. Now it may be that you have lost the instructions which look like this, or that you never received them depending on where you bought your machine. So let me show you how to do it. The first thing to do is we need to remove the water tank. I filled this one up already. We need to fill it almost to the top with water, and then we need to insert some descaling solution, which I've got here. The other thing though to note is that it insists in the instructions that the machine is cold when we do this, so we need to turn it off and just make sure that isn't in a bad way. So we make up our descaling solution. So this is just regular water from the tap plus this pink coloured descaling products. Let's get it all out. Put that over there. So in the instructions it recommends that the descaling is done every 2 months. Now that will depend on how much you use the machine. Certainly I didn't find I needed to do it that regularly when this machine was in more regular use. To start off with, what we need is something to capture the water coming through the machine, and it needs to be at least 750 ml in terms of capacity. I've got a 1 litre Pyrex jug here, that will be perfect. The second thing to do is to make sure you've not left a pod either in the top here or in, it doesn't matter if it's in the bin I guess. And then the next thing to do is the time critical to turn on your machine. Step 2, within 15 seconds, press and hold this button while the machine is still cold. And what that's done is it's now flashing that light, which has put it into descaling mode. So take your receptacle, which needs to be at least capable of holding 750 ml. This is a 1 litre jug. You simply place it under there, and with this light now flashing, we just set the descaler on its way. As you can see, without a capsule in there, it comes through at quite a rate, and it goes through this process of just cleaning the machine, and it will use all of the content of the water tank. It makes quite a mess. So what I would recommend is not sitting too close and making sure there's nothing in the area, because that is splashing out a little bit. So for the completion of this phase of the cycle, what we have is this light remains on and this light is flashing. So the next step is to empty this, then fill up the water tank in the back and run it all through again to clean any remnants of that descaling solution through. So let's do that. So that's just completely normal tap water gone back in. Let's put our receptacle back under again. And then it's just a case of running through that process once more. the second and final phase of the process done. We've got these two lights now flashing, and what should happen in a moment is that they go solid, and as soon as they have gone solid, the machine is then ready to use. And there we go. So let's just leave that over there. So a couple of things just to highlight then. It does make a bit of a mess around this area. That's as much to do with it splashing out of the receptacle as anything else. When I first did this earlier off camera, I left a capsule in the top. Don't make that mistake. And thirdly, always remember to start with the process cold. You need to turn the machine on and be pressing and holding that button to get it into descaling mode when the machine is cold. If the machine is warm, it won't do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that's helpful. Enjoy your coffee from your freshly descaled Illy Y3.2 coffee machine, and do look out for more content coming to the channel soon. Many thanks.